Relax and enjoy the entertainment provided.
"1983 was an explosive year. It was the year that Michael Jackson first did the moonwalk. Return of the Jedi was released. Metallica released their first album titled Kill 'Em All. And also Yours Truly was born. It was the same year that Warrior of the Lost World was released as well. Wait, what? You don't remember this movie from back in the day?
No.
Well, neither do I. When I first got into collecting VHS movies, I wanted to just stick to picking up only horror titles that caught my eye at video shops back in the day. While searching for these familiar horror titles, that rule was flattened when I come across Warrior of the Lost World. The artwork sold me. I even thought the title Warrior of the Lost World was intriguing. With an R rating slapped on the front and gnarly looking screenshots on the back of the VHS, I just had to see this movie. And whoa, I didn't realize that this movie was a $3 weekly. So let's waste no time and get into the review of Warrior of the Lost World. Warrior of the Lost World was directed by David Worth, who also directed Lady Dragon and Chain of Command. David was also the cinematographer of the movie called Kickboxer, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme as well.
Take him out! Take him out! I don't like the odds here, so I'm getting out, alright?
Warrior of the Lost World starts off with our protagonist called the Rider, who is on his supersonic speed cycle, being chased down by Omega Force officers. Luck is on the Rider's side, cause he escapes an Omega attack, but the Rider can't get a break, and he's met with a surprise attack, but on this escape, something goes wrong with the Rider's speed cycle. But this is not the end for the Rider. The Rider has passed through a secret wall, which only a pure spirit can pass through. As the Rider has his wounds tended to by a small group of mystics called the Enlightened, he is believed to be the chosen one to help save an important member who has been captured by the Omega. But will the Rider sign up for this mission? Whoa! If you can't tell already, Warrior of the Lost World is a very B-grade movie. But it does have a few good things going for it. Starting off with the soundtrack for the film. Oh, I hope I don't butcher this guy's name. The composer is Daniele Petrucci. And his work throughout this movie is incredible. There are a few familiar faces that you might recognize throughout this film. Starting with the protagonist Robert Ginty, who plays the Rider in this film and who also plays the Exterminator in part 1 and 2. Fred Williamson, who you might remember from Dusk Till Dawn. Greta from Demons. And Donald Pleasence, who plays Samuel Loomis in Halloween. I gotta say, Donald's acting is above and beyond in this film. He plays an evil dictator and he just nails the role.
I'm running out of time. And you don't hate me. But you learn to hate me.
It's like Donald is overqualified for this film. He's a standout character in this film and makes for a great believable villain. The characters inside the Lost World are an entertaining, unique bunch. In Warrior of the Lost World we have a karate gang, barbarian ladies, a trucker gang, street punks of course, and I think this might be a civil war gang. I always like the costume designs with these post-apocalyptic films. Some characters look like Sex Pistol fans from the 70s, and some might even look like the Legion of Doom or Demolition from the WWF. That being said, the characters inside the Lost World are a pretty odd bunch who are ready for some action. Speaking of action, the action scenes throughout the film were done decent enough, from high-speed chases to shootouts. I especially like the sound effects the guns made. The vehicles used in the film are okay, but there is one vehicle used by the Omega called the Mega Weapon, which looks like an immovable object. Just the sound the vehicle makes and the presence is so cool. And now, onto the Rider's Broom Broom. His speed cycle is pretty cool, and it even has a smart computer that can talk to the rider that sounds like Orko from Masters of the Universe.
Offhand, I'd say whoever it is trying a little too hard.
Now, all good things must come to an end, and the ending of this film is, how can I explain this? I'm unsure if they're going to make a follow-up for this film, or just leave it as is, but it's not what you expect it to be, but it's done well.
I am the Night Rider.
When Mad Max was released in 1979, the success of the film spawned so many Mad Max rip-offs, Warrior of the Lost World being one of them.
We don't care one little bit.
That was then. Today, these types of movies are pretty much non-existent today, same with Barbarian movies. And for me, given that I haven't seen anything like this film in a while, I enjoyed Warrior of the Lost World. I personally think that Warrior of the Lost World would have made a pretty cool novel series. If you have liked what you heard about this film, check it out if it ever crosses your path. And if you did like what you see, you can travel down the rabbit hole of Mad Max rip-off movies that are just alike. Of course, I think there might be 100 million. I gotta look into it. Later, dudes.